Hello grade 7 students, here we are Mr. Imad, Zahran and Samir Salim guiding you how to sit for an exam for grade 7 for mid-second term exam. Our objectives here for today are first to identify parts of the exam paper, second to explain how to deal with all the questions in the exam paper. Last one is to give a short example or a short sample for the exam. The exam has 4 parts, each of which has its own exam. Speaking and listening are oral, while the written exam is for reading and writing. Each of which has its own grades. Speaking is for 10 marks for speaking, 6 marks for listening, 7 marks for writing, and 7 for reading. The written exam is divided into 2 parts. The first one is the use of the language, and writing is, as I told you, is 7 marks for this, and the reading part is about 2 passages for 7 marks. Here are some directions for reading. 1. Do not look for the meaning of every single word and try not to get the whole meaning. 2. Read the topic sentence carefully because it helps you understand what the text is about. 3. Read the questions carefully. Here we have a sample for a reading questions. My friend Hamad is an engineer. Last weekend, he went on a camping trip to Sea Lion Resort. He really enjoys camping and barbecues. While he was cooking, he faced a very bad situation. It was very dark and no one was there. He saw someone trying to steal his car. He thought about catching the thief, but unfortunately the thief had a gun. So, my friend ran and shouted, "Help!" A lot of people came to him, and when they went back, they did not find the thief. Anyway, Hamad didn't go on a camping trip ever again. After we read the passage, we have 3 questions. 2 questions, are multiple choice questions, and the last one is an open-ended question. Here you have to write the answer in the last one. For example, the question for the first 2 ones: what is the type of this text? An email, advertisement, article, or a story? You choose your answer here. One of these 4 multiple choices. The second one is: what was Hamad doing when he saw the thief? Last one, you write the answer here. What does Hamad work? So you roll over the text, you check out your answers before you write the answers here. The second passage here, is Mr. Imad going to tell you about.
Yeah, the second passage also the same. You have 3 questions. You have 4 questions on the second passage. You have 4 questions on the second passage. So the first passage was 3 questions, and the second passage we have 4 questions. The total is 7 questions. And as my colleague Mr. Samir told you, you have 2 kinds of questions: multiple choice questions and analytical or critical questions. This question, for example, this is question number 1. This student is in grade. You have 4 multiple choice answers, and you have to go back to the text to decide the true answer. Also, the second question, number 2, is also a multiple choice question. Question number 3 is called an analytical question. Here, you are to write the answer. You go back to the text and write the answer. The question is, how did the boy feel when he saw his name on the list? Try to write complete answer. Go back to the text and write a complete answer to get the full mark. Question number 4 is a multiple choice question, and here be careful that you have an underlined word, the opposite meaning of the word happy. So the word happy is in the text. You go back to the text to look for this word, and you will find this word also underlined in the text. And here you have 4 answers or 4 multiple choice answers, and you choose only one. Now we come to part 2, use of language. In this section you will answer 3 grammar and vocabulary questions. Again, in this section you will answer 3 grammar and vocabulary questions. Here we have 3 questions. They are all about grammar and vocabulary. Let's take number 1. The trainers come in many, space, not just black. The trainers come in many, space, not just black. 4 choices: A, colors, sizes, brands, measurements. Come in many colors, good. The trainers come in many colors. So the answer is A. Number 2. Hamid and Omar speak English well, but space of them was born in the UK. The answer: A, both, B, either, C, all, D, neither. Which one is correct? Yeah, the answer is D. Neither of them was born in the UK. 3. Young people under 18 cannot drive cars as they haven't got driving space. 4 choices: A, practice, B, skills, C, cars, D, license. The right answer is D, license, driving license. The last part, the last part is about writing. Here you are to write a short paragraph. Write a short paragraph about, and you have the title. You should write about. And make sure to write meaningful and grammatical sentences. Avoid spelling mistakes, and make sure to use punctuation marks appropriately. Again, this section you are to write a short paragraph, and when you write a short paragraph, make sure of spelling mistakes, make sure of using punctuation marks, and make sure that you are writing or you write meaningful sentences, meaningful, complete sentences, meaningful and complete sentences. The last thing before leaving you is to recommend you to use this website. It's a very useful website and it's going to help you in reading. Thank you all, my dear students. Good luck.